Hey guys, it's Hano553. Welcome back to another Beyblade X unboxing. Today we're going to be checking out the latest game release for Beyblade X, that being Beyblade X Evo Battle. So first off, we'll look at the packaging. It's very similar packaging to Beyblade X Zone. We got a pretty nice image of the box artwork on the front. And of course we have a very nice open window showing off the exclusive Bey in this, Neon Fang, on the T4-60 SL. And then on the back of the box, it just talks about the game in question. And then it goes into a little bit more detail of the blade you get. So it's Leon Fang, so of course we have the Leon lock chip, the Fang primary blade, and then the turn assist blade. So let's get into this. So yeah, this just came out, so very excited to get into this. Now, the main reason a lot of people will be getting this is definitely for the Bey, but the game is pretty exciting too. Now, the game is out on Steam and Nintendo Switch, but you of course have this physical edition if you want this Bey. So, this is the tray. So of course we have the game, and then of course we have the Bey itself all disassembled. So I'll get everything out and we'll go over everything in more detail. Alright, let's start off by focusing on the game itself. So this is the case. As you can see, it has the same artwork that was on the front of the box. So you see with the main protagonist there with Team Persona. Really cool. Evo Battle. And on the back, it just talks about the game. Unfortunately, I can't read it because it's all in Japanese. But opening it up, as you can see, we've got some really nice still shots from the game itself, which is pretty cool. An advertisement for Random Boosters Volume 7, and here's the game cartridge. So as you can see, it's just for the Switch 1, so nothing too crazy there. Now, what is really nice with Evo Battle is you can actually now play this the Japanese copy in English. There's now a language setting for that right out of the gate, which is really nice. You don't have to buy, say, the digital version if you bought the physical version like you did with Beyblade X Zone, which is really cool. So if you are after getting the physical edition of this game, might as well be worthwhile to get this release with the Bey. So pretty nice. But now let's focus on the Bey that is included with this release. Here's the main attraction itself. We have Leon Fang, Orange Edition, or Red Edition. Now, in case you don't know, we are going to be getting this release from Hasbro in the next wave. Most likely in the original Leon Fang colors, but for this release of Evo Battle, we get this really nice recolor for it. So let's first have a look at the lock chip. Love the lock chip design on this for the Leon, or Leon, or Lion, whatever you want to call it. So it looks really cool in the red and orange, and in the orange translucent plastic. I think that looks really good. But it's your standard CX lock chip, nothing too crazy there. Next up, we have the Fang primary blade. Now, at least at the moment, until the release from Hasbro, this is the only way to get this blade. So it looks really cool. It's a full-sided balance type blade, so it is pretty rounded off all around, but looks really cool. See, we got some really nice gold trim on the outside, on the red. Weight wise, I mean, feels pretty heavy. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be as heavy as Might, but still looks really cool. I'm hoping this is a pretty decent blade. Next up, we have the Turn Assist blade, now done in this really nice orange color. Turn's a pretty decent assist blade. Of course, you can flip it over to, of course, get the different modes for it. So really nice to get this in a new color. Turn hasn't had that many recolors since its original Random Booster, so pretty happy to see this part included. Next up, we have the T4-60 Ratchet, done again in this really nice orange. T4-60 is not the best Ratchet, but I will admit it will line up pretty well with the Fang blade. So I will say it's a pretty appropriate part to match up with it. But not the best ratchet in the world, but still nice colors on it. Finally for the bit, we have a cell, again, done in this really nice orange and red. Not the best bit, I mean, we just had a bunch of these, come out over the last, year, so not too crazy on this part. But I will say, it's nice colors overall, but I would have preferred a different bit overall. So, with this combination of parts, it does make Leon Fang an attack type, but I'm pretty sure this is marketed as a balance type blade. Actually, correction, it's marketed as an attack type. See? Attack type. So it's an attack type. So that's pretty interesting. Now, also included with the game, you also get this really nice sticker sheet. As you see, it comes with some optional CX lock chip stickers, but you also do get a CX sticker for Samurai Caliber. But this is also a card to unlock some extra customizations in the game. Strictly for the Japanese version, unfortunately. So if you guys have the Japanese one, you can sneak that code if you want. Like if you do own a Japanese Switch, but still pretty nice inclusion and adds a little bit more customization to your base if you do want to use them. So pretty cool. All right, let's now do some weights for this new Leon Fang. So, the cell bit, this weighs, if it wants to stay on the scale, 2.61 grams. The T4-60 ratchet, this weighs 6.27 grams. The turn assist blade weighs 5.81 grams. Just to further break this down, the turn core weighs 3.11 grams, with the turn ring weighing 2.68 grams. And the Leon lock chip weighs 1.67 grams. So now the Fang primary blade, this weighs 30.4 grams. So it's pretty much in the middle when it comes to CX blade weights. Most of them do tend to weigh around 30 grams. Some lighter, some heavier, but still nice weight. Can't complain about that. So let's put the bay together. As it gets stuck. Come on. There we go. Then lock chip. So this is the full blade. That looks pretty cool. So altogether, Leon Fang weighs 37.86 grams. So that's a pretty decent weight overall for this bay. Now, of course, a good amount of that weight is influenced by the assist blade, but almost 38 grams is pretty solid. So let's now put the full bay together. So T4-60. Well, that actually does line up pretty well with those blades. And then a cell. So there's the full combo. Really like the colors on this. I think this looks really, really cool. So altogether, Leon Fang weighs 46.74 grams. So pretty decent weight. But let's see how this combo goes in some test spins and some test battles. Now we're going to do some test spins and test battles with Leon Fang. So let's see how this goes. Now with it being on a cell, it self-extremes itself. So it should still be pretty aggressive, but even on being on a cell, its stamina is going to drain real quickly. Yeah. I would have gone with, say, maybe even a rush bit, or even a low rush. I think that would have been interesting. But it's seeming pretty stable in the stadium when it's not self-extreming. But let's see how this guys go against some opponents. Yeah, that assault bit's not great. They barely made any contact. And it self-extremes. Not a great start for you, man. gotta change up the combo on this because that cell bit's not great. So switch up the combo on Leon Fang, so I'm gonna go with 960 Hexa. Just a bit more of a basic combo to see how it does when it's not being so aggressive with a low stamina type bit. Oh, there's a good amount of stabilization with that blade. That was some nice recoil. Tank those attacks really well. Wow. So that is it for my look at Beyblade X Evo Battle and Leon Fang. I'm very happy with this release, and the Bay itself actually is really decent. Now, starting off with Evo Battle itself, it's a pretty fun Switch game overall. Sorry I haven't been able to show gameplay in this vid, but I'll probably will show off some gameplay later on. But it's a really fun Nintendo Switch game and a very fun Beyblade game overall, so I could definitely recommend picking it up if you got some loose change on lying around. Now, talking about Leon Fang, really happy with this Bay overall. I think this is definitely a pretty decent CX release, and definitely one I can recommend picking up. Now, do keep in mind, we are going to be getting Leon Fang in Wave 7 of Hasbro, at least according to the leaks that recently came out. So, it could be a good idea to wait, but the colors on this one are absolutely gorgeous. This is definitely one of the nicest special editions that we have gotten for Beyblade X so far. Now, the stock combo itself, it's not fantastic, just mainly due to the bit. Now, I would say definitely recommend switching it to a different bit overall, like I did.
because I used it on Hexa for most of the tests. But yeah, I'm very happy with it overall. Now, talking about the individual parts for this whole release, I mean, it's pretty decent all around. The lock chip looks absolutely fantastic. The turn assist blade is a great inclusion. It hasn't had any releases since its original brand and booster, so great to have that in a new color, and a very nice color, in fact. The full 60 ratchet is okay. I mean, it's not the best ratchet in the world, but I do like the colors on it, and the ratchet, I would say, works pretty decently with Leon Fang. The accel bit, though, is probably the worst aspect of the release, though. It could have been any other attack type bit that actually works a lot better, and especially since accel has had a lot of releases over the last year, so still looks nice, though. Now, the main focus, the Fang blade. It's really decent, has some really great recoil, and really good stamina overall. There has been a lot of comparison to this blade to Wolf Hunt, and there's definitely a lot of similarities between the two blades. But I would say when it comes to attack potential, I do believe the Fang blade has a lot more attack potential compared to Hunt. Now, can I recommend picking up this bay overall in Evo Battle? I definitely can recommend it. The bay itself is extremely solid, and the game itself is also really fun as well. Now, if you are after just Leon Fang itself, the prices for this version are still pretty high at the moment. Where I live, you'd be seeing this for around 60 to 80 Australian bucks, which is not cheap. So, I would say if you're interested in the bay itself, you might be better off waiting till the release from Hasbro in the next few months, unless you really desire these colors. That's really probably the main driving force with this release. But also the stickers, I guess, are also a nice sweetener too. But that's gonna do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Beyblade X videos in the future. And until then, I'll see you all in the next video.